Welcome to a special edition of the SeatGeek podcast. Today we're going over player development ratings. That means which coaches are good at developing perimeter shooting, one-on-one, off-ball movement, perimeter defense, interior defense, defensive rebounding, all these specific characteristics that make a player a very good player or a great player. And Luke Walton is the topic of the day. We're going to go over how he develops his guys. He's had a young crew in his first 3 years as a head coach in Los Angeles. And I want to go over 5 specific players where they improved defensively. And it shows that even though his schemes themselves or the scheme itself isn't great and he ranks last in offensive optimization, his development skill as a coach and as a coaching staff is very good. And when I say very good, they rank 97th percentile, which is the best of the best when it comes to perimeter defense, interior defense. And guys like Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Pope, Kuzma, and Lonzo Ball are testaments to them improving defensively under Luke Walton. Now, the closest guy to Luke Walton and overall defense is Brad Stevens, who he gets a lot of praise, right, from having a great defense in Boston. It helped a lot that he had a guy like Al Horford, who was the anchor of that defense. The second closest guy to him is Rick Carlisle. No, sorry, it's JB Bickerstaff and then Rick Carlisle. So Luke Walton, number 1 on this list. Now when it comes to other things, he's not number 1. But again, I will take 97%. And his overall offense and player development is 29th percentile, which is amongst the worst. Now it's not the worst, but again, player development. And then you have offensive optimization, defensive optimization. Those are all different things. I'm talking strictly player development. He's very good on defense. And that gives me hope because if he improves guys like Bogdan Bogdanovic, Buddy Hield, even De'Aaron Fox to some extent, the Kings are going to be good. Last year, they were dead last in defense, at least from the teams that were relevant. I think they ranked 26th overall, but the other teams are just non-playoff teams. The Kings had a chance to make the playoffs, and the reason why was because they allowed too many points. Now, what will this coaching staff do with this very young team still, who added a lot of veteran pieces like Dedmon, like Trevor Ariza, Rashawn Holmes? A full year of Harrison Barnes will really help out the overall defensive statistics for the Sacramento Kings. So that's going to be very interesting to see. So I wanted to point out that all these stats are coming from BBall Index, the guy that I had on my show, Tim Cranston McBasketball. An awesome data package that his website offers for only $5 a month, and you can use our code COWBELL and get 15% off your first month. Highly recommend it. You're gonna get a lot smarter. Data is just information that you can add to your knowledge, right? I want you guys to get smarter, and yeah, I will be presenting a lot of these statistics throughout the off season, but I want you guys to have access to these type of things, and for $5 a month, it's pretty damn good. So let's go over Josh Hart in 2017-2018. Now this is just at least 2 years minimum of having a specific player. So Josh Hart in his first year was a C+ in perimeter defense and a B- in interior defense. The next year, which is the 2018-2019 season, he got a B+ in perimeter defense and an A- in interior defense. Massive jump from Josh Hart. A lot of credit, obviously, to him, who put the hard work, who put the film work in, but also to that coaching staff and Luke Walton, of course. Brandon Ingram, 2017-2018 season, C and a C for both perimeter and interior defense. 2018-2019, C+ perimeter defense, a B for interior defense. That's pretty good, especially for a guy who's super skinny. he had all the tools. Now, little by little, he's getting there where he's supposed to. Can you imagine if he just becomes this lockdown defender, which he can be? That's gonna be fun to watch. So again, another guy who improved under Luke Walton. Caldwell Pope, he had a C+ perimeter defense, D+ interior defense. He jumped a whole letter grade the next year for a B+ in perimeter defense and took a little bit step back in interior defense. Now, context to all this is he's a guard. It's good that he can become a good interior defender, but I don't really care about that. I care more about him guarding the perimeter. And he was very good at that. So shout out to him. He was a lot better in that range. Okay? So Kyle Kuzma, he had a D in perimeter defense, a B in interior defense. Next year, a C+. That's a big jump. A C+. Now it's not great, but it's average. It's good. C+ in perimeter defense and a B+ in interior defense. So he improved a lot under Luke Walton and his coaching staff. Now let's go to Lonzo Ball. A- and A- are both perimeter and interior defense. He came out pretty damn good already defensively. We didn't know he's gonna be that good defensively. Now, he made up for it defensively, but he struggled from beyond the arc, which he was pretty good, shooting above 40% at UCLA. Following year, he got an A in perimeter defense. He improved, okay? And then he got a B in interior defense. He took a step back, but that's okay. Again, he's a guard. A or B, that's pretty damn good for a guard, okay? The guy is very versatile, in my opinion, already a top 10 defender. So Luke Walton, as you can see, just from these guys, and there are more guys, but just 5 guys that I want to point out, they improved under Luke Walton. He's very good at developing these guys defensively. Now, what he do in Sacramento, I hope he does, and I'm hopeful that the data is headed in the right direction for the Kings to become a better defensive team. Now, again, offensively, his schemes are dead last, but if I can comprehend a lot of these things, a guy who is a brilliant basketball mind like Luke Walton should be able to adjust, put the ego aside, start the hard work, and I believe he will get a lot better in his first year as head coach of the Sacramento Kings. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to slap that like button and subscribe for more NBA content.